Okay, so in the last class, we have been discussing that if uh, product of, we have been discussing product of paths, and then we discuss product of path classes, right? So we discussed that if omega and omega prime are two path classes such that uh, uh, origin of omega prime is uh, same as end of omega, then we can consider product of this omega and omega prime, right? So what was that product? We defined this to be equal to omega uh, star omega prime, right? Class of product of omega and omega prime. So for this, what we did, we considered uh, that we were just wanted to show that this product is well defined. So we consider two representatives for omega, right? So we consider omega and omega 1, right? And similarly for this omega prime, we consider omega prime and omega 1 prime, right? And we have shown that omega star omega prime is homotopic omega 1 star omega 1 uh, star omega 1 prime. Yes. Next, uh, we will show that this product of path classes is associative, right? And also we will show that identity exists. Uh, so if omega 1, omega 2, and omega 3 are path classes, says in a topological space, then such that uh, end of this omega 1 equal to origin of omega 2 and n of omega 2 equal to origin of omega 1 omega 3. This is omega 3, right? Means what does that mean is omega 1 and omega 2 can be composed. Similarly, can product of this class and this class is uh, mm, uh, well defined, and this product of this class and this class is defined. Then omega 1 star, omega 2 is omega 3 star equal to omega 1 star omega 2 star omega 3 star. So this is the associativity. Also if uh, x naught equal to omega 1, sorry, x naught equal to uh, end of omega 1, uh, then this uh, the constant path is this, and epsilon x naught is the constant path at x naught. Then what does it mean? Constant path at x naught means what? It is a path from here to here such that epsilon x naught t equal to x naught for every t belonging to I, right? And this is the constant path at x naught. Then uh, epsilon x naught, its class is equal to its class. The product of this and this is this. So we will prove this is associativity, and this is uh, identity, some kind of identity, right? Uh, so here you can see right identity. Uh, so we will have a diagram which will guide us to define homotopy, right? So first of all, what we will do, we show that uh, first to prove that equal to omega 1 star star 3 this B so that omega 1 star omega 2 star omega 3 is homotopic omega 1 star omega 2 3. So for this we have following diagram. With the help of this we will so this you can consider t axis and this you can consider t prime axis, right? This is uh, this is 1 upon 4 0, this is a half 0, right? And this is half 1, this is 1 upon 3 upon 4 1. So what we'll do, so initially when t prime is 0, so we will have a homotopy between this and this, right? So you can see that in this one, this omega 1 and omega 2 are traversed, right? In the up to uh, uh, half, right? And then in the next half, omega 3 is traversed. And in this one, you see this omega 1 is traversed in the first 1/4 portion, and in the next 1/4 portion, omega 2 is traversed, right? Uh, so, and here we have omega 1 will be finished in the first half, and then in the next half these two, right? And these two are out of that in the first half, that is in the 1/4, that is up to here, that is up to 3 upon 4, this is traverse omega 2, and in the next 1 upon 4th portion omega 3. So here you have omega 1, omega 2, and the omega 2 3, and here omega 1, then omega 2, omega 3, right? So what is this line? So can we write equation of this line and this line, because they will be used. So let me just do some computation. So what is equation of this line? So this is the point 1 upon 4 comma 0. This is half comma 1. So you can write as t prime minus uh, 0 upon t minus 1 upon 4 equal to 1 minus 0 upon 1 upon 2 minus 1 upon 4, right? This implies what? This is 1 upon 1 upon 4, so this is 4 basically, and then you have so we have actually uh, t equal to 1 upon 4 into 1 plus t prime. So this line is given by this. and then this one, here you can have t prime minus 0 upon t minus half equal to this is 1 minus 0 upon 3 upon 4 minus 1 upon 2, that is this implies what? This is basically again 1 upon 4, so 4, and then you have t equal to 1 upon uh, 2 plus t prime upon 4. So basically equal to, yeah. So let me just fix it like this. Right. So now when t is, if you fix t prime, right? For example, this value of t prime you fix, right? Then between 0 and this line for this t prime, value of t will be what? Here this. So between 0 and 1 upon 4 into 1 plus t prime, this your omega 1 should be traversed, right? Omega 1 should be complete. And then from this t equal to this to t equal to this, that is between this and this, omega 2 should be complete. And then from here to here, omega 3 should be complete. So our formula will be uh, formula for homotopy will be like this. So we define f from I cross I to x by f t comma t prime equal to so you see between 0 and this omega 1 should be complete, right? So basically what you have to do between 0 and so this t between 0 and 1 upon 4 uh, same thing, so 1 plus t prime upon 4, right? So what you have to do, omega 1, it's speed. You have to make uh, uh, right. So you see what you do it when you wanted to complete the path means uh, when you wanted to complete some path, right, up to half, right, you doubled the speed, right? So if you want to complete this omega 1 until for till t equal to this, right, you have to make the speed you have to divide by this, right? So t 40 upon 1 plus t prime, right? So you have to make the speed 4 upon 1 plus t times, right? And then in the next, what you will do. So I'm telling you how I'm writing these formulas. So omega 2 and this will be t greater than equal to 1 plus t prime upon 4 less than equal to uh, this, what is this, t prime plus 2 upon 4 plus 2 upon 4, right? So what you have to do, you want to complete omega 2 between this and this, right? Between t equal to this and this, right? So what is basically, so this is your, uh, so this is 1 plus t prime upon 4 and t prime plus 2 upon 4, right? So you have to adjust the speed in such a way that this between this and this uh, uh, omega 2 is complete, right? So what you do, you just translate it, right? So you have to consider composition. So you have to consider a composition of a function from here to 0, 1, right? And then you have to apply this omega 2, right? So first, what you do, same thing you did here, right? So you wanted to complete between 0 and this. So what you did, you have stretched the interval. So here, this you map this to this one. How will you do? First, you translate by. So first, what you do, t goes to uh, t minus 1 plus t prime upon 4, right? Then what is this length of this interval? So this, if you subtract this from this, it is 1 upon 4, right? So you have to stretch also 4 times. So this is 4 times t minus 1 plus t prime upon 4. So what is this? 4t minus 1 minus t prime. So here you have 4t minus 1 minus t prime. Then you want to uh, complete this W3, right? Between so you want to complete this W3 between this t prime plus 2 upon 4 t less than equal to 1, right? So basically this interval t prime plus 2 upon 4 and 1. First you want to map it to 0, 1, and then you want to apply W3. So how will you map? First you translate it. So t goes to first, t goes to t minus t prime upon 2 upon 4. Then what is this? So so what is this distance of, what is the length of this interval? So this is basically uh, uh, if you subtract, what will you have? Here this is 1 minus t prime plus 2 upon 4, that is 4 minus uh, 4 minus t prime minus 2, that is 2 minus uh, t prime upon 4, right? So you have to do multiplication by 4 upon 2 minus t prime in this t minus t prime plus 2 upon 4. So what is this basically? This is 4t minus t prime minus 2. So the base, so this we have 4t minus 2 minus t prime upon 4 upon 2 minus t prime. Okay. Yeah. So 4t and then 4 cancel. Okay. This is upon 2 minus t prime. minus t prime. So we have got this formula. So one can easily verify that capital F is a continuous function. Again, you can use this gluing lemma or pasting lemma from topology to clearly capital F is continuous and hence is the homotopy uh, next part next we prove that this omega 1 star x is homotopic to omega 1. For that again we make a diagram, right? So what we'll do, so this is half 0. So initially you see in this portion this epsilon x naught. So in this one omega 1 is traversed uh, up to half, and then in this portion, and then next constant path in this portion, right? Uh, and so and slowly we will change it, and we will make uh, this omega 1 throughout the interval. Uh, So how we'll define, again we will consider, so this is 1 1. So again we'll find out what is the uh, equation of this line. So what is that? This is t prime minus, again this is t axis, you can consider this is t prime minus 0 upon t minus half equal to 1 minus 0 upon 1 minus half. This is half, so this is basically uh, this will give you uh, to, so t equal to uh, half uh, 1 plus t prime. Right, so define a map f from, this is g, so previous one we called f, so g from I cross I to x by g of t prime equal to this, so this will be between t will be 0 and 1 plus t prime upon 2. This. And then it is epsilon x naught for this. So again, this G is continuous.
यहाँ पे पंचानवे बहुत अच्छा, पंचानवे बहुत ही अच्छा है। आपका भी नापो, आपका भी उतना ही आएगा, ऐसे ही आता है। हाँ वैसे मैं बोली ना, वैसे ही आता है, इससे कोई परेशानी नहीं। अच्छा है ना, तो आपके लिए कभी हाँ तो होता है
right? This completes the proof. So how we define this one? How we, in the same way, right? We want to complete this omega 1 between 0 and 1 plus for the value between t, for the value of t between 0 and 1 plus t prime upon 2. So we will use similar method as we used in the previous case. So again, we consider this translation t goes to t minus 1 plus t prime upon 2, right? Then what is the length of this interval? This is 1 plus t prime upon 2. So we will multiply 2 upon 1 plus t prime. No, just a minute. So there is translation is not required here. So we will just stretch the interval. This 2t upon 1 plus t prime. So that is why this. So anyway, this completes the proof of this theorem. Next, we will talk about loops, right? And we will see that if we take any space X, right, and we consider all the loop classes based at a fixed point, then that makes a group, and that is called a fundamental group. So for the time being, we will stop here, and uh, because next proof that is for inverse, right? So basically what, let me tell you what we'll do. So given any path omega, right? Suppose from x0 to x1, right? We define a path omega inverse, right? By omega 1 minus t, right? We will show that omega star omega inverse, this is homotopic to epsilon x naught, right? So we will show this thing. But that we'll do in the next class, and we will conclude that if we consider loop classes at a fixed point, right? Suppose x, then we have a group that is called fundamental group of that space at that point, based at that point. So